Time, the Bill Michaels Podcast. We are on all the platforms. Thanks to those of you listening to us on Facebook, also on Twitter. We've got Twitch going on over at the YouTube channel as well. Thanks to everybody for paying attention to us. Hi, my name is Bill Michaels. Dave Hawk, CEO of MK Brewing, down here with us. Packers leading 19-10 right now. Pretty solid first half. It looked like the touchdown that should have been into the end zone. Packers had a non-pass interference call. Otherwise, it would have been up by even more. And then the going for two, I wasn't necessarily a fan of, but the Packers still at the half of this divisional round game against the LA Rams at Lambeau Field. They are up 19-10. But we're down here for the beer tastings and the food, and at MKE Brewing, a big watch party going on down below. So, Dave, first of all, thanks for having me for my initial podcast, which is kind of cool. But you brought us beer, too.
Of course, Bill. You know, when you come down to the brewery, you know, beer sampling's part of it, beer tours, but glad to host you down here. You know, we've always been a big fan of yourself, all the way going back to the Packer post game with TMJ and right on through, and you know, nothing but support on our side for you moving forward on everything else.
So what do we got here today? Because you guys are brewing up a lot of different stuff.
Yeah, so we thought we'd do a quick little taste on, you know, a little taste tester here. So the first one is our famous OG Wit. So it's a wit beer, wheat beer with coriander and orange peel.
Okay.
Also has some reishi tea.
This is the good stuff.
This is really good.
Yeah.
It comes clocking in at 9.2%, and you would never know it.
No, I would, because I've had some downstairs.
Very smooth. Got a lot
That's
of Belgian
really good,
roots in the wit beer, and you know, it's one of our
Is that
most popular.
like the closest thing you guys make to like a cider type of beer down here?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely it's a lighter in flavor profile and higher in alcohol, but yeah, I mean, it's got a lot of those same fruity notes that you would find in a cider,
right?
And, no doubt. Then,
so the next one
we're going to roll into our seasonal right now, which is our Plowed In. It's a winter ale, you know, some chocolate caramely notes in there. So
yeah, you can taste that.
Yep, very caramely and nice winter warmer.
A little thicker.
Yep. And so very popular right now, and
called Plowed In.
Plowed In. We're plowed in.
Now, MK Brewing, for those who don't know, they started. Where did this start?
Started at the Milwaukee Ale House. Jim McCabe.
Okay.
Jim's here today, and Jim started in the Milwaukee Ale House, and then it, you know, grew with Beechwood and partnered with Beechwood and Jim's passion grew into the 2nd Street Brewery, which many of you went to visit their brewery tour down there. And, and now we're in this 9th Street, which is, you know, regional size, you know, huge brewery, 100,000 barrel capacity type brewery, and right in the old Pabst Theater District, you know, so it's awesome. So
you got the old Pabst Brewery and everything right over here. You've obviously hosted our motorcycle ride a couple of times to start here. But this, like you said, this is now 100,000 barrels?
100,000 barrel brewery, yeah.
Brewery, but you're all over the country now for the most part, right?
Yeah, we have products launched in 20 states. So, yeah, we've continued to scale up as we, you know, we were just in Wisconsin, and we have some really, really innovative beverage products in Terra Buena Hard Seltzer and some additional product lines that we've launched in numerous states. And we're in about 20 states. Okay, so
the last beer here is what?
So the last one here is our classic Louis Demise, which was Jim's
Everybody
first.
Loves this.
Yeah, Louis, this is our steadfast and steady amber ale. And, you know, definitely a lot of amber flavors in this.
That's a deeper one.
Yeah. And Louis got a lot of sweetness from the caramel and also the sweetness of the malt. A lot of sweet character in there. And
you can smell it.
Yeah, it's really, this was just brewed this week. So
was it really?
Good.
Okay.
Yeah. So Louis is the go-to of a lot of people.
Louis Demise is a big one. Outboard's another big one. That's another one that you guys do, and the Outboard has been really, really popular.
Yeah, Outboard's a cream ale. It's easier drinking. Really, really awesome seller also, and a great product for people that like a little bit easier drinking cream ale. So
they're listening to us in Viroqua. That's our buddy Ernie Betts saying hi to Cameron, saying hi to Nancy and everybody else listening along whatever platform you happen to be paying attention to us. So obviously we're going to get into the second half of this game. We'll do some Packers post game down here, but brewery tours now. Milwaukee's opening up a little bit now, right?
Yes. Now Milwaukee's back to, if you submitted your own opening plan or how you would operate to the city and was approved. We actually have a huge space here, 45,000 square feet in the brewery. So we're open back to full capacity because of our plan. Now, obviously, we have a lot of square footage in here, which allows us to still socially distance and have everybody, all of our servers are in mask and everything else. But it's exciting to see things opening up, but in a safe manner.
And the fact that you guys do the brewery tours, but the summertime is really cool down here because you guys have the rooftop patio as well.
Rooftop patio and great partners with the Glass and Griddle and the restaurant next door, and right by we're 3 blocks from the Pfizer Forum, so it's just.
But the rooftop overlooks the Pfizer Forum.
Rooftop is definitely one of the biggest and amazing views of downtown is the rooftop.
Now, you guys in the summertime, once you guys get back to it, there's music up there.
Yep, we have
music inside here too. I mean, you guys got bands all set up.
Yep, and we plan on doing a lot more entertainment as we move out of COVID and get into the summertime, and we'll be back into our whole full event season as we get into the summertime here.
Cool, good stuff. Well, glad to be here. Thanks for hosting us. We appreciate it. We're going to do some Packers post game after the fact. You got to run back downstairs and do some things. Okay, so I'm going to go through the first half stats, statistics. Thanks, Dave. And then we're going to get back into the ball game, and then we're going to give you some Packers post game, at least in my version of it, coming up here in just a little bit. Packers getting a lead over the LA Rams, and really, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago that this was going to be something that was going to be won in the trenches. And right now, the Packers offensive line is getting it done in the trenches, whether it's A.J. Dillon, Jamal Williams, Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones quick to the outside. Dillon has obviously had a couple of gashes up the middle. And then you look at a guy like Jamal Williams, but Aaron Rodgers still on point, has been really, really solid. So, I mean, obviously the connection between him and Devontae Adams, nothing has been diminished. I also think, and correct me if I'm wrong, by the way, Linda, Peanut, how we looking? The fact that they've been able to put fans in the stands, I think there's a different energy there. And I just, Aaron Rodgers has alluded to it. Players have alluded to it throughout the week. It just, I love this. It'll flow right up.
Let me talk to him. Let me talk to him.
The fact that they've got a different energy in the building, fans inside Lambeau Field for the first time, except for the guy they keep showing on television without his shirt on, painted green and gold. He weighed about 172 before COVID, and then after COVID, obviously, he's put on a little COVID weight, but I'm sure that'll come off easily. And when you talk about Donald up front, Elgin Jenkins has done an amazing job. So the entire offensive line has been playing extremely well. Taylor, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, too. Appreciate it. Cindy, hey, how you doing? Jason, thank you, buddy. Keep up the good work. I certainly will try. We got some things coming. I'm telling ya. Carmela says, thinks Periscope was shutting down. Periscope teamed up with Twitter, so we get some stuff over there. And if they shut down, they shut down. But we got other facets to be able to go to. You can go to our LJ, what's happening? You can go to our pages, which and follow me. You can go over to the YouTube channel. You can find me on the Facebook fan page, which is The Bill Michaels. So all that kind of good stuff. Obviously over on Twitter as well. Can't be giving up the Carmelo. I completely agree with you. Worrying about the pass defense. The pass defense, though, is keeping everything in front of them. That's the one thing about it. They've given up some yards, but they've kept everything in front of them. And that's been kind of the way they do things. Peanut says the sound is perfect. Good. I've been working on this for the last week, and it's going to get better. We're going to do more. We're going to have more cameras and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. Let me see here. I don't know if I can switch cameras or not. Let me see if I can. Because if I can, I will. I don't think I can. Nope, can't. But we've got the ability, we'll have the ability to switch cameras. Right now, we've got one camera on me and the next camera on the downstairs. But glad to have you. Second half open up with another long drive. Start out with a dagger early on. Carmelo says that, you know what? You're absolutely right. You get up by 3 scores, it changes things. Because what happens is you can't run the ball. if you're the Rams, because you know if the Packers are up by 3 scores, and if the Packers get a long drive and put it in the end zone, then you have to keep up with Aaron Rodgers. Jared Goff doesn't have that ability. Not taking practice snaps and such going into last week's ball game, having that thumb issue, looks okay, but downfield has not looked as accurate as the short passes. So I look for the Packers to keep everything in front of them, bend but don't break, give up those yards, but don't give up a lot of stuff into the end zone, and let the Packers offense do their thing. But I completely agree that if they get another score to open up the second half of this ballgame. Now, this is key, and I'm sure LA knows this. I mean, they cannot allow the Packers to go down and put it in the end zone right away, and therefore go up by 3 scores and put the ball in Goff's hands, because you're not going to win that catch-up game. That's not going to happen. Absolutely have to make them one-dimensional. What's up, Bill? Best halftime show. Andrew, you the man. We are broadcasting live down here at MKE Brew, 9th Street, downtown Milwaukee. Brought to you by our good friends at Quick Trip. Quick Trip, don't forget, stop at Quick Trip. You can pick up those pothole pizzas. You've got the fried chicken. You've got those take-home neat meals. And in many of them, they have the beer caves. Stop in. You can get yourself some MKE Brewing. You can get yourself some Cider Boys. Get yourself some Bud Light. We're also brought to you by our friends at Bud Light, and also brought to you by our good friends out there at Wisconsin Harley-Davidson, which reminds me to tell you our next broadcast is going to be Wednesday, live at Wisconsin Harley-Davidson. We're going to be there. They are launching the 2021 motorcycles from Harley-Davidson. They're coming out on Tuesday, but we are going to be previewing them and showing them to you coming up on Wednesday, live at Wisconsin Harley-Davidson. So we're really looking forward to that. But as halftime continues on, Packers getting ready to take the football. By the way, Patrick, thanks so much. Tony, more quesadilla. I like it. Marquez, yes. And Equinemius St. Brown looked strong early on in this contest as well. So I like it that. Michael, looking good. Appreciate it. And Carmelo says the run game hot right now. So thanks to everybody for paying attention. Don't forget, come right back here after the ball game. We're going to have our own version of the Green and Gold postgame show. I'm going to be here hanging out with you, trying to fix my one laptop that went completely dead for whatever reason. It won't load up to the internet anymore, and I have no idea why, so I'm not going to worry about that. But this one, it's running our live stream. We are having a great time down here. And if I could, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I got enough space here. But let me do this. Let me show you what's going on here. Let me show you a little bit about what's happening downstairs. There you go. It's a little bit of downstairs. Obviously, the Packers coming back out, getting ready for the second half of this ball game. Go a little bit over even further. Get behind the bar. You got a big screen down here. 4 TVs, 4 70 inches, all put together. Enjoying ourselves up here. But again, thanks to everybody for paying attention to it, listening to us. You know, at some point, we're going to be able to afford camera people. You know what I mean? Put some camera people on this. So if you do want to get a hold of me, all you got to do is email me, thebillmichaels@gmail, thebillmichaels@gmail. We'll try to get some of your emails up coming up here in a short period of time as well. And we'll get it going. My cousin Mark is watching the broadcast from down in Bright, Indiana. Bright, Indiana. Dave, you the man. So anyway, that's it. Packers getting ready to kick off. Time for us to get out of here, and we'll be back right after the ball game. Tune in. It'll be our version of the Green and Gold postgame show on this particular platform, and many, many others. Follow us, The Bill Michaels, over the Facebook fan page. You can find me, Bill Michaels, over on the YouTube channel. The Bill Michaels over on Twitch. For those of you who want to follow us on Twitch, on that app, you can follow me on Instagram, The Real Bill Michaels. All that kind of good stuff. We'll be back. Talk to you.